Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Double J 101, back to you again with another video review. Today we're going to look at the Voyager class Tarn from Legacy Evolution. Of the two, this is the only one I have so far. I kind of just passed on Leo Prime, at least for right now. I'll get him eventually. He'll just go with the rest of my Beast Wars bots. But overall, this guy actually, so far from the few that I have, he is probably my favorite of Legacy Evolution so far. So let's just go ahead and get a look at him here. You can tell I have him in a nice dynamic pose. He's pretty posable throughout. I mean, he's just great articulation. You know, the legs move up and down, side to side, just as you would hope they would do. Nice knee articulation as well. The ankle pivots fantastically up on top. Shoulder goes all the way around, all the way out, and a weird elbow bend, but that's mostly for transformation. But hey, guess what? You can do it. See the wrist, hands, they move all the way around if you like. And my favorite thing about some Voyagers and some leaders when they add it in is the hand articulation. Now, sure, it's only in like a typewriting type of look, but hey, guess what? They added it in, and that is a plus to me. I love it. Down here, paint-wise, there's some nice paint throughout. There's also a little bit of translucent plastic here on the chest. I'm still trying to learn this camera situation. So there you go. There's the translucent plastic there in the middle, as well as a little bit there. A little bit on top, too, you can tell. The paint, like I was trying to say before I got distracted, got the gold, got the silver, some purple there. Looks pretty nice. Up here, looks like some kind of gunmetal gray, I would say. I do have a bit of a scratch there. A little unfortunate, but nothing I couldn't clean up if I really wanted to or if it bugged me too much. But yeah, the last thing I, of course, want to talk about, look at that face. That is freaking fantastic. Now, I don't know if I already said this, I'm not a big IDW guy. I read a little bit here and there, nothing too crazy, wasn't really following it too much. But I do know he's from that, and I do know that technically, in the comics, his mask is supposed to remove. They didn't do it here. I'm assuming for one of two reasons. Probably because of part count, or number two, because the box is wide open. Someone just go in there and take that really cool mask off, and then you'll have a figure without a mask. So, it really just depends on what their ulterior motive was to not have that done. For accessory-wise, comes with this ion cannon, or dual cannon, whatever you want to call it. It rotates up and down. These things also do remove. There is a piece on the bottom, so when he's in tank mode, you can rotate that around. Does really nice. I'll show it when it gets in tank mode. But of course, you can take these off, like I was saying, peg them together, and if you rotate it correctly, there you go. You can have his nice long cannon that he did have in the comics. You can have him hold it like that. You can have him hold with the other peg, both hands. It doesn't have any like butterfly joints of any type to really make it work well for him holding it with both hands, but hey, you know what, you can do it. It's an option. It's your choice. He also, on the back, I should have showed this earlier because of how great he cleans up. There is like barely any view of a tank whatsoever on his back, which is just great. These do move. You can have them down if you want, have them up, don't matter. I like them like that, kind of angled a little bit. I think you can, just angled. But really, fan-freaking-tastic. Let's go ahead and put this back down. We'll get back to that later. Small size comparison. Let's go ahead and zoom out. We'll put him next to Galvatron there. See how shorter he is. Megatron, about the same size. And we'll put Needle Nose in there just for fun. And see, he's just a little bit taller than Needle Nose. Overall, why not some nice Decepticon purple fun going on, except for Megatron, that is. Okay, let's get into transformation. Let's go ahead and first we'll move his arms a little bit out of the way. I like to go to the back, get this piece untabbed in. It's a little tabbed in there, kind of strong, but as soon as you get that out of the way, you can just kind of move it. It'll be in the way. There might be a better way. I kind of do my own transformation, so there could be a better way to do this because this thing gets in the way a lot. I'm going to kind of turn it as I go, but to the front, take this piece. This is going to unpeg from the bottom, like so. Be careful not to kind of try to get up top because these two little the little peg pieces here, they will come off. So be cautious, pull it from the bottom, you'll be good to go. right here, take the head, fold it in. You either fold in, fold out, or the head turned inwards, outwards, however you want to do it. But since these are undone now, go ahead and separate the shoulders. They are on a sliding hinge, just like so, just like that. As you turn, you're going to want to bring this up. If you bring this up, you're going to go ahead and turn this like this, and this one like this. Let's get this out of the way. Turn that around. The front of the tank will move as you do this. Like I said, see, it kind of gets in the way. There probably is a better way to do that, like that. That's probably better. But get it straight just like that, and we pretty much have the front of the tank set up. Now we'll get to the arms and legs. For the arms, start with this arm. You just bring this panel around, like so, like that. You take this piece, you're gonna disconnect, bring that down. Well, if you bring it down like this, I find it a little easier to get everything accessed. So you're just gonna bring the arm all the way in on that hinge as far as in you can go. Right here, there's another hinge and another panel. And you can tell that the panel's right there. Get your fingernail in there, or if you got a spudger, that works too. Bring this up. This will line up and slot in just like so. Then you're going to want to bring the arm down. Oh, let's bend it this way. Might help to turn it this way, you know, the correct way. This peg will go into the slot and peg in nicely. Just kind of slides in. And overall, that is that arm done, and we can rotate it kind of down and out of the way, just like so. On this side, we're going to do the same thing. Fold this like so. Unpeg this like so. Bring out this panel. Unclick it. Bring the hand in and the arm. Bring this straight forward like this. Click it in. It's a kind of soft ratchet click there. Bring that like that. Fold it up like that. Make it nice and flat. Bring this down. Peg it in and bring the arm. Make sure you don't have that part rotate, and bring that down. On to the top. Let's go ahead and bring these cannon pieces forward like that. Bring this all the way down. This is on a hinge. Just bring it down flat like that. Go back to the feet. Bring them like so. You can even tab them together right now if you'd like. Bring it forward. Now, when you bring this forward, there is a hinge there. There's also another hinge here. You got to kind of click it like that, and it'll break free. So if you see, you just going to bring those legs as far forward as you can, like that. This probably does untab on you in that process. Just tab it back together. You'll be good to go. We got some pegs. 1, 2. Got some slots. 1, 2. Bring them together. Click it in nicely. Just like that. Again, this might come undone. Just get it all situated. For the arms, you're going to see a slot right there and a peg right there. Bring it on up. There's also a slot right there that this will slot into. So you bring it up, kind of manipulate it a little bit, as long as everything doesn't turn on you. Bring it in, click it in, get it nice and neat. Do the same on this side. Bring it up. Move that little panel all the way so you can see everything. Kind of push in there. Click in there. Bring that back down. And there is Tarn. As long as I get everything straightened out. Fully transformed in his tank mode. So the hands in the back, they are an eyesore. Really are. You can have them rotated either way. I feel like when you have them rotated downwards, they look the best. But really, when they're just hanging out like that, not a whole lot you can do about it. But you can't tell when it's faced like that. Easy way around it. For the turret, you can bring the turret back here. Get this pegged in. And bring them up just a little bit. This piece, like I said, rotates all around. And I find it best when you have the peg piece here in the front. And then there's the two pegs there going these slots right there. Peg it in nicely. And there you go. This again, as said, does rotate all the way around. You can have them going up, have them down, however you want to do it. You know, do it your way. But there is Tarn in his tank mode. Let's see. I got one guy here we can go ahead and do a little size comparison to. It's pretty much Earthrise Prime, but, you know, it's Dead Prime. But hey, guess what? That works. You can kind of see a good comparable size there overall. But that's my overview or review, I guess you can say, of Tarn from Legacy Evolution. I think so far, just overall experience with the figure, articulation, just fun factor, and how his form factor is probably my favorite of the bunch so far. Again, I've only looked at 3, but out of the 3, number 1 right here. He's great. If you're a Tarn fan, you'll probably like him even better. The only nitpick I have, which of course it's mostly due because of the whole situation with the box, is if they could just have something covering the box and just fix everything and make it better. But then you can just take that mask off and show, I think it's Darius or I think it's Darius is his actual name, and have the actual picture or have the actual face sculpt of the robot that's underneath the mask. I think it'd just be cool. It'd be a really neat feature that they could do to this, but again, it is what it is. Man, maybe a third party will someday bring out, or non-F, I think it might be non-F, that makes new sculpts for things. Maybe they'll bring out a new face and have the mask removed, and then you can add it on, whatever. People, take a look out. You never know. People might end up having that. But again, overall, I really enjoy the figure. I hope you guys do too. I hope you like the video. Just keep checking your Targets, keep checking in Amazon. I found this guy at a Target. I think the price was probably cheaper there too. But, just keep an eye out. Overall, thanks again for watching. I'm going to, again, keep trying to crank these things out in my own timeline. But, yeah, overall, again, thanks for watching. You can subscribe if you want. You can like it. You can write a comment. I'll comment back, and I don't know, maybe we'll get a nice little discussion going. But hey, thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.